their parents with information needed for a healthy life. For more information on Imperial Valley Drug-Free Communities Coalition, caring for our youth, please call 422-283-5056. That's 422-283-5056.
Imperial Valley Business Resource Center is a one-stop shop for business development. We provide a complete roadmap to success for startups, entrepreneurs, and small to medium-sized businesses. Our in-house services include startup assistance, workforce development, manufacturing assistance, site selection, access to capital, accounting, cash flow management, permitting assistance, government contracting, international trade, incentive analysis, and more. Contact IVBRC today at 760-353-8332 or visit ivbrc.org to get started.
And it's 7:31 on a Saturday morning. Time to go over the birthdays, starting off with the big shots. March 22nd birthdays, Captain Kirk. William Shatner. He's 94 today. He's a much better horseman than he is actor, in my opinion. As Jeremy Clyde, he is the Jeremy part of Chad and Jeremy. He's 84 today. Guitarist George Benson, a jazz guy. He's 82. News anchor Wolf Blitzer. 77. I thought Wolf was older than that. Composer Andrew Lloyd Webber, he is 77 today. Sportscaster Bob Costas is 73. Country singer James House is 70 years old today. Stephanie Mills, singer and actress, she's 68 today. Matthew Modine is 66. Comedian Keegan Michael Key of Key and Peele, he is 54 today. Will Yoon Lee on Hawaii Five-0, the new one, he is 54 today. We have actor Cole Hauser of TV's Yellowstone, 50 years old. Kelly Williams of Family Matters, 49 today. Reese Witherspoon is 49. Drummer John Otto of Limp Bizkit, he's 48 today. We have Constance Wu. She was in the Crazy Rich Asians and also on the Fresh Boat.
Reduced prices. Auction registration and product viewing will take place from 7:30 to 8 a.m. with the auction at 8. Don't miss the 15 for $27 sale, available from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Pick out 15 pieces of clothing for only $27. The outlet is open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. Every purchase and donation support Goodwill's mission to provide training and employment opportunities to individuals facing barriers to work. Inside the store is Goodwill's newest employment center. Career advisors are ready to assist job seekers at no cost. Visit ivgoodwill.org to learn more. Goodwill, making good happen.
Happy birthdays this morning going out to Avelina Martinez, Jean Paleo, Bill Collins, Carolina Cortez Ramirez, Lottie Candelario, Elena Johnson, Maria Negrete, Kathleen Fabila, Gonzalo Sanchez, Jacob Adam Zambrano, Myra Scott, Joey Flores, Kayla Benavides, Travis Wood, Kathy Savila, Lindsay Platero, Charla Teeters, we have Manuel Weimer, Ernie Hernandez, Mirela Rivera, Rosalie Rosas, Shaylin Swank, Madison Whitman, Bailey Nelson, Maria Guadalupe Ruiz, and a happy anniversary to Jimmy and Gloria McGee. Happy anniversary to you guys. Happy birthday to everybody else.
March Madness returns on AM 1230. We have the game all the way to the championship game on April 7th. Fill out your bracket and follow the action.
Goes to Murray, back up on top again, all the way to the near side. Comer, and a beautiful pass. Wheeler jams it home with two hands.
NCAA Men's Championship Basketball is brought to you by the Yuma County Fair. CET, the Center for Employment Training, on Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO.
And we are now ready for the World in California News headlines, brought to you by Imperial County Air Pollution Control District, delivering real-time updates about the air that you breathe. Now here we start off with the world news. And they should be going anytime now. Okay, let's go with the California news.
California headline news. President Trump announced plans to close the U.S. Department of Education, prompting reactions from California officials like Attorney General Rob Bonta.
This is a very dangerous action, very disturbing, and unfortunately also not surprising. It's what the Trump administration said they would do.
More than 24 pro-Palestinian activists are suing UCLA, alleging that their civil rights were violated when they were arrested during last year's protests on campus. Attorney Thomas Harvey.
I don't believe that many people fully understand the extent of the violence that was inflicted upon them, both by the counter-protesters and by the police.
State officials are looking at replacing California's gas tax, the highest in the nation, with a mileage-based road tax. That is, revenues drop because more people are driving electric vehicles. And a 28-year-old man has been arrested for allegedly stabbing to death his parents in their Azusa home. Mike Salceda, California Headline News.
The Imperial County Air Pollution Control District delivers real-time information about the quality of the air you breathe. Visit the website at apcd.imperialcounty.org to stay informed about air quality around the valley. The website also includes information for upcoming meetings, programs, and there's access to the dust cams set up around the valley. Visit apcd.imperialcounty.org today.
CBS News Brief. Officials at London's Heathrow Airport say it's fully operational a day after it was forced to shut down. CBS's Lee Kinneary is there.
Europe's busiest tarmacs are back in business after the spectacular fire at an electrical substation nearby Thursday night caused a power cut to Heathrow Airport. The ripple effect immediate and global.
President Trump continues to attack a judge who's questioned his use of a centuries-old law to quickly remove migrants from the country. Here's CBS's Nicole Skenga.
In court yesterday, the federal judge rebuked the administration for ignoring his order to turn the planes around 1 week ago, mid-flight, until he could review their cases.
He sold millions of grills and thrilled millions of boxing fans. George Foreman has died. Here's CBS's Wendy Gillette.
His family announcing his death on social media with an emotional tribute, saying he lived his life marked by unwavering faith, humility, and purpose.
Foreman was 76. CBS News Brief. I'm Christopher.
And the Word California News headlines brought to you this morning by Imperial County Air Pollution Control District. Log on to imperialvalleyair.org for real-time information about the air that you breathe.
Golfers, Del Rio Country Club is looking good. The greens are rolling nice. Reserve your tee times now by calling Del Rio at 760-344-0085. Del Rio Country Club is challenging for all golfers. And don't forget, lunch being served 7 days a week from 11 a.m. till 2 p.m., serving burgers, salads, sandwiches, and so much more, including daily specials. Del Rio Country Club also has memberships available with 2 options to choose from. For more information, call Del Rio at 760-344-0085. That's 344-0085.
And we are now ready for page 1 of the local news, a service of El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations to serve you at El Centro Motors in the Brawley Auto Center at Highway 86 and Julia Drive and at the Imperial Valley Mall. Arrests made on federal indictments. 22 indictments were for alleged members of a sophisticated transnational drug trafficking organization. Organization allegedly has ties to the Sinaloa cartel. Friday morning, sweeps were conducted in California, Arizona, Iowa, and Colorado. 6 search warrants were executed in Imperial County. 10 defendants were arrested. 12 more were being sought. Seizures in the 4 states included over 2,200 pounds of methamphetamine and cocaine, over 1,600 pounds of fentanyl, 10 Sunday morning, the DUI checkpoint locations are determined based on data showing incidents of impaired driving-related crashes. Drivers are reminded impaired driving is not just from alcohol. Some prescription medications and over-the-counter drugs may also interfere with driving. They say while medicinal and recreational marijuana is legal, driving under the influence of marijuana is not legal. A haystack fire reported early this morning just north of Imperial. Last word, the county fire was on the scene. They were letting the fire burn itself out as it did not threaten any structures. We'll have more in just a minute.
How about the next time you need service on your car? We come to you. Hi, this is Mike Allison for El Centro Motors and Quick Lane. Our mobile service vans are an extension of our dealership service lane. We will come to you for an oil change, filters, brakes, batteries, tire rotation, and so much more. Hey, while your car is just sitting there at work, we'll take care of your service needs, and it doesn't cost any extra. Schedule your appointment now at elcentromotors.net. El Centro Motors Mobile Service Vans. What a great idea.
And the 13th annual Tri-Tip Cook-Off is today. Tri-Tip Cook-Off is a featured event, a part of the Blues, Brews, and Barbecue event. That is a signature event on the city of Imperial. It'll be held in downtown Imperial. The Tri-Tip Cook-Off starts at 4 p.m. The Blues, Brews, and Barbecue event starts at 5 and will run until 9 p.m. The event is hosted by the City of Imperial Department of Parks and Recreation. Southwest High School, Zabapa, they had scheduled a School of Rock workshop for today. Stefan Spataro, Zabapa music director, has announced that event has been canceled. He said the new dates would be announced soon, but for now, it's not going to be held, not this weekend. That's it. That's page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations to serve you. Quick Lane services all makes and models, and you will never need an appointment.
The Yuma County Fair is coming April 1st, so it's time to get your open entries in. If you have some artistic, floral, sewing, or baking expertise, we'd love to see it. Entries are for all ages. Display your work at the 73rd Annual Yuma County Fair. Horticulture, floriculture, beverages, food, arts, crafts, hobbies, photography, and so much more. Register online now. It's free, yes. It's free to register and display your work. Visit yumafair.com to register your open entry today.
And we now have page 2 of the local news and the local weather, brought to you by Burgers and Beer, serving the best burgers in town with daily lunch specials Monday through Friday and happy hour from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. every day. City of El Centro City Council has outlined the process for appointing a new council member to fill a vacant seat, as discussed during its regular meeting earlier this week. Application period opens today and closes Sunday, April 6th at midnight. Applications may be available online at www.cityofelcentro.org and in person at the city clerk's office at the El Centro City Hall between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Completed applications may be submitted by email or delivered in person to the city clerk's office. To be eligible, candidates must be at least 18 years of age, reside within the El Centro city limits, and be a registered voter in the city at the time of application submission. City Council will review applications and select the top 5 candidates. Special meeting for public interviews will be held at 5:30 p.m. on August 16th. Selection as a selected candidate will be announced at 10 a.m. on April 21st, followed by a swearing-in ceremony. And if you need more information, contact the El Centro City Clerk. House fire earlier this week in Calipatria. The fire was reported at a house on West Barbara. Calipatria Fire responded to the call. County Fire from the Nyland Station assisted. The fire was knocked down within 30 minutes, completely extinguished within an hour, but not before it caused significant damage to the house. Single occupant of the house was displaced and was assisted by the Red Cross. No injuries were reported. Crews were able to keep the fire from spreading to neighboring structures. Cause of the fire is under investigation. We've got your weather coming up next.
Hungry for the best burger in town or an ice-cold beer? Did you know that Burgers & Beer has happy hour every day from 3 to 6? Get drink specials all day like Margarita Monday, Tonic Tuesday, Wine Down Wednesday, and Thirsty Thursday. For March specials, enjoy our drink of the month, the Irish Gold, or an ice-cold Guinness on tap. Our plate of the month for March is Chicken Poblano Pasta. Burgers & Beer, proudly serving you, your family, and friends since 1985. Open daily starting at 9. Burgers & Beer, for the best burger in town.
The high temperature yesterday, 87 degrees, 55 was the overnight low. National Weather Service says strong high pressure will continue to impact the region through next week, resulting in abnormally warm temperatures and dry conditions. High pressure dome will reach peak intensity early next week, with afternoon high temperatures potentially challenging daily records in some places. While steadily cooling during the latter half of next week, readings should remain in an above normal category. Weather forecast calling for sunny skies today. Highs right near 90. Winds will be calm. Mostly clear skies tonight. Overnight lows around 58. West wind. Sunny on Monday. Highs right near 95. West and northwest winds at around 5 miles per hour. And right now we are looking at 56 degrees, 43% the relative humidity. Air Pollution Control District says air quality now is moderate in Calexico and El Centro. Air quality is good for the rest of the region. Local news, page 2, and the local weather brought to you by Burgers & Beer, the place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Bring the family or meet your friends at Burgers & Beer.
You're invited to IBC's 2025 Career Education Expo. Learn about the services IBC has to offer and discover pathway opportunities in higher education. Discuss career and employment opportunities with local agencies. Save the date, Thursday, March 27th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Imperial Valley College. Middle schools, high schools, IBC students, and the general public are encouraged to attend. If you'd like more information, call Maricela Moreno at 760-355-5754. Co-sponsored by Kxo AM 1230 and FM 107.5.
And it is now time for local sports. Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Hospital, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best of care. March Madness well underway. In fact, round 1 wrapped up yesterday. Number 1 Duke prevailed. They beat Mount St. Mary's 93-49. Number 1 Florida, they also prevailed. They defeated Norfolk 95-69. Both of them just completely spanked them. The Alabama, number 2 ranked Alabama, defeated Robert Morris 90-81. Michigan State, also number 2 ranked, 87-62 over Bryant. It was Iowa State. They defeated Lipscomb 82-55. Kentucky over Troy 76-57. Maryland got by Grand Canyon 81-49. Arizona defeated Akron 93-65. It was Colorado State upset fifth ranked Memphis 78-70. Oregon, they got by Liberty at 81-52. Ole Miss defeated North Carolina 71-64. Illinois defeated Xavier 86-73. St. Mary's over Vanderbilt 59-56. It was New Mexico. They upset number 7 Marquette 75-66. Baylor upset number 8, the 8th ranked Mississippi State 75-72. And UConn defeated Oklahoma by a score of 67-59. NBA, they had a full slate of games yesterday. Magic beat the Wizards 120-105. Rockets beat the Heat 102-98. Timberwolves defeated the Pelicans 134-93. It was the Thunder over the Hornets 141-106. Spurs beat the 76ers 128-120. Mavericks over the Pistons 123-117. Jazz the Celtics beat Jazz 121-99. It was the Suns over the Cavaliers 123-112. Trailblazers defeated the Nuggets 128-109, and the Clippers beat the Grizzlies 128-108. Back to the March Madness. Round 2 starts this afternoon. A couple of games right here on 1230 KXO. We'll have more in just a minute.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all of your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Raleigh, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all Pioneer services,
historic Rumble in the Jungle bout with Muhammad Ali in 1974 in Zaire. A fight Foreman lost in an upset via 8th-round knockout. It's arguably the most famous fight of all time, and the When We Were Kings film that chronicled the fight won an Oscar for Best Documentary Feature. Foreman made history yet again. Later in his career, he fought 5 more times after he lost to the heavyweight championship to Ali at the age of 25, including a 5th-round TKO victory over Joe Frazier, whom he stopped in 2 rounds to first win the title, and a 5th-round knockout of Ron Lyle in a classic slugfest. After that 5th fight at 28, Foreman shockingly announced his retirement, began a career as an ordained minister in his native Texas, but then he came back and won the championship again in his 40s, of all things. He was a good one and a nice person. Major League Baseball on Friday called this week's Tokyo Series between Japanese standout Shohei Ohtani's World Series champion Dodgers and the Chicago Cubs the largest standalone international event in its history, according to MLB, the season opening series, which marked the homecoming of reigning National League MVP Ohtani, along with 4 other Japanese-born players on the 2 clubs, set MLB records for viewership, merchandise sales, and attendance. And preseason continues until next week. The Dodgers and the Cubs are the only ones that have season games. Dodgers are 2-0 and Cubs are 0-2. Free agent pitcher Julio Urias, who hasn't played in the big leagues since 2023, was suspended through this year's All-Star break for violating Major League Baseball's rules. But he's not going to play. Padres Yu Darvish to start the year on the injured list due to an ailing elbow. San Diego Padres right-hander will start the season on the injured list because of inflammation on his right elbow, according to the Padres manager. And that's it. That's a look at sports. Sports brought to you this morning by Pioneers Memorial Hospital. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers Memorial Hospital.
It's March Madness at El Centro Motors, and you don't have to fill in a bracket to be a winner. El Centro Motors is overloaded with great pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, all ready to go, and at mad savings. Check out the selection of brand new F-150s at super low interest rates. Speaking of super, even Super Duties are on sale at El Centro Motors. It's March Madness time, El Centro Motors. Hurry in, buy now while selection is best.
And we are now ready for the financial news and weather, brought to you by Southwest Security, locally owned company that protects you, your home, business, or construction site 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. And U.S. stocks climbed into a positive territory on Friday as investors await mixed messages from the Federal Reserve, while President Donald Trump indicated he'd retain flexibility when it comes to a reciprocal tariff plan set for April 2nd. Dow Jones Industrial Average edged above the flat line, while the S&P 500 rose 0.1%. Tech-heavy NASDAQ Composite gained 0.5%. All three major averages fell by nearly 1% earlier in the session. S&P 500 and NASDAQ, both of which entered a correction territory during a downbeat start to 2025, snapped 4-week losing streaks. The stocks came off their session lows after Trump said, "I don't change," but the word flexibility is an important word in response to the question of retaliatory tariff plan expected on April 2nd. We're going to take a look at the weather in just a minute.
Southwest Security has been protecting properties 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, right here in Imperial and Coachella Valleys. Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been in the private security business for over 20 access when you need it. Located on the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
The high temperature here today, 87 degrees. The overnight low this morning, 55. National Weather Service says strong high pressure will continue to impact the region through next week, resulting in abnormally warm temperatures and dry conditions. High pressure dome will reach peak intensity early next week, with afternoon high temperatures potentially challenging daily records in some places. While steadily cooling during the latter half of next week, readings should remain in an above normal category. Weather forecast calling for sunny skies today. Highs right near 90. Winds will be calm. Mostly clear skies tonight. Overnight lows around 58. West to southwest winds at around 5 miles per hour. Sunny on Sunday. Highs right near 90. South to southwest winds at around 5 miles per hour. Sunday night, clear skies. Overnight lows around 62. Sunny on Monday. Highs right near 95. West to northwest winds at around 5 miles per hour. And right now, we're looking at 56 degrees, 43% the relative humidity. Air Pollution Control District says air quality is moderate in Calexico and El Centro. Air quality is good for the rest of the region. This financial news update and the weather has been brought to you by Southwest Security and Southwest Postal Service, the only postal box service offering 24-hour-a-day, 365 days a year service. Southwest Postal at 4th and Heil in El Centro.
KXO AM 1230 can help you publicize your nonprofit group's upcoming events, and we're happy to do it at no charge. To take advantage of our offer, we ask that you let us know about the event at least 2 weeks ahead of time. Write down the important information. You know, who, what, where, when, and so on. Include a name and phone number of a contact person and mail or deliver the information to KXO, 420 Main Street, El Centro, California, 92243. Our email address is kxoamfm@kxoradio.com. The information you supply may be used as community news, public service announcements on the KXO info line, or on our website. If you're paying for promotion with another advertising medium, we do offer special nonprofit group rates to promote your event. KXO AM 1230 wants to work with you and your community group to make our Imperial Valley a better place. Tell us what's going on and we'll tell everyone else. KXO AM 1230, here to make a difference in the Valley.
Yeah, we've got CBS News coming up at 8 o'clock. Your border wait right now. 6 lanes open downtown. There's a 30 to 35-minute wait. No wait in the Sentry lanes. There's no wait in the pedestrian lanes. Eastport, the Gateway Port, there's a 20 to 25-minute wait in the regular lanes. 5-minute
KXO. This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by T-Mobile Business Advantage.
I'm Allison Keyes. There's fallout from President Trump's order to dismantle the Department of Education, as some of the agencies he says will take over some of its responsibilities are already short-staffed because of the purging of the federal government. CBS's Doug Williams explains.
The SBA cut 43% of its workforce. They're in charge of over $1.5 trillion in student loans and say they plan to bring accountability back to the program. HHS went even further, laying off the majority of their employees by offering buyouts a few weeks back. Whoever's left is now in charge of nutrition and special needs at schools across the country.
Now to London, where Heathrow Airport is up and running again after an electrical fire. It is adding flights so 10,000 more can travel today, but disruptions will continue. The BBC's Ellie Price.
This is a very much a safety-led industry. Of course, there's air traffic control, passenger safety, aircraft safety to think about, and the electricity and the energy was there to fuel that, but of course not what you need to keep baggage carousels going, the electricity to keep the cafes on, all that sort of stuff, which is why they had to close the airport and why they made that decision very early on in the day.
Tributes are pouring in for boxing legend and prolific businessman George Foreman, who died yesterday at the age of 76. CBS's Michelle Miller with more.
From feared puncher to lovable pitchman, appearing in commercials and...
Hi, I'm George Foreman, and this is my lean, mean, fat-reducing grilling machine.
Lending his name to an electric grill that became a fixture in tens of millions of American households.
We're going to knock the fat out.
Sales of the grill made Foreman more money than his championship boxing career ever did.
At the Vatican, the faithful hear a recorded message from Pope Francis in the Alamo Dome in San Antonio. There are preps underway for the Final Four in 2 weeks.
It's going to look the best it has looked since it opened. The different teams have been working around the clock to scrub every corner, to paint.
It's going to host some 65,000 fans. Its original 52 suites are getting a facelift. Among the games today, Arkansas versus St. John's, McNeese State and Purdue, and later on Michigan versus Texas A&M. Illinois beat Oregon yesterday. This is CBS News.
If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has plans built just for you. Get the savings you want on America's largest 5G network. Visit T-Mobile.com/choice55 and start saving today.
You ever try fixing your car and realize you're missing that one part? Yeah, been there. That's why eBay's my go-to. They've got millions of parts, guaranteed to fit. I'm talking brake pads for when yours have seen one too many miles of stop and go. Oil filters, because you don't mess around with your engine care. Even got this cold air intake on my watch list. I might just go for it. To keep the ride cool and your DIY streak hot. Find all the parts you need at prices you love. Guaranteed to fit every time. eBay. Things, people, love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Millions of Americans take medicine like Ozempic and Zepbound. Many of them are overpaying by thousands of dollars a year. These GLP-1 medications for diabetes, weight loss, and more may not always be covered by your insurance, but GoodRx can help. GoodRx helps you save every month on prescriptions at over 70,000 pharmacies nationwide. Best of all, it's free to use. Check GoodRx to save on GLP-1s. Just go to GoodRx.com/GLP. That's GoodRx.com/GLP. GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used instead of insurance, including Medicare and other federal and state-funded programs.
People aren't pleased over a new Southwest Airlines policy.
Entire Thanksgiving dinners, Christmas trees, tubas, and skis. No more for Southwest passengers, many of whom have chosen the airline for the free checked bags and the ability to haul big stuff for nothing. Under pressure from investors, Southwest announced this month it's joining the bag fee bonanza that's generated billions of dollars for competitors by charging $35 or more a suitcase. Fans say the new rule will ruin the vibe. Frontier is hoping to cash in by offering customers free checked bags on select flights this summer. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
You just know Snoopy is dancing when the doors are closed at a Paris exhibition celebrating his 75th birthday. Snoopy in Style opens today. It includes over 50 Snoopy toys dressed up in designer clothes by the likes of Gucci that sell for thousands of dollars. Allison Keyes, CBS News.
Babes, what are you doing?
What? I'm just mowing the lawn.
No, it's blazing hot and dry out here. Don't you remember? Smokey Bear says.
Avoid using power equipment when it's windy or dry.
Where'd you learn this?
Oh, it's on
SmokeyBear.com with many other wildfire prevention tips.
Right. Thanks, Honey Bear.
Because remember, only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
How is your job to school?
Turn my phone off right away. I never drive distracted.
X.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio.
Gentlemen, I would like to